Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. And a big thanks to Tradier for giving me this opportunity to present my algorithmic trading system called Maya. Okay, so over the next 20 minutes, I'm going to share something with you that completely transformed how I approach options trading. And it's already helped over 6,000 options traders eliminate the biggest enemy in trading, yourself. So you see these numbers here on this slide. These are not theoretical. These are results from a trading system called Maya. This strategy has been back tested over 10 years in all types of market conditions: bull market, bear market, sideways chop. The back tests show a 64% average win rate with over $500,000 in net profit in 6 years, starting from a $30,000 account. Now, Maya went live in April of this year with real money, and since April, it has returned 31% ROI, while the S&P 500, which is its performance benchmark, is sitting at just around 14%. But before I tell you what Maya is, I need to tell you why it even exists. Because the trading industry has a dirty little secret, and nobody wants to talk about that. Okay, so I know. All of us have seen these stats. These are floating around the internet, and honestly, I'm a little sick of seeing it myself. 90%, 9 out of 10 traders blow up their accounts in their first year. Let me ask you something. How many of you have held on to a losing trade way too long, just hoping, praying it would turn around? Maybe moved your stop loss just one last time? Well, you're not alone. I used to do the same thing. I remember one trade. I was down like $3,000, and instead of cutting it at my $500 loss, stop loss, I convinced myself it would bounce back. I'm sure you know what happened next. That $3,000 loss went to 10,000, and that was a very painful lesson. But here is what I want you to understand. This statistic isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to wake you up, because most traders think they fail because they're not smart enough, or they don't have the right strategy, or they need more indicators. But that's not the problem at all. So what is the problem? Why do 90% traders fail? Okay, so I have mentored around 6,000 options traders in the last 5 years. And I have pretty much narrowed it down to the following three problems. So, problem number one is, you may know this, trading on emotion. Fear keeps you out of winning trades. You see a setup, but you are scared because the last trade lost money. Greed, on the other hand, keeps you in losing trades. It's got to bounce back. I'll hold a few more days, all that stuff. And then number two is no clear strategy. So, honestly, most traders, and I would say specifically options traders, are just winging it. They enter trades based on a feeling, or because they heard about this new fancy strategy, whether it's zero DTE, iron condors, broken wing butterfly, jade lizard. These are all real strategies. And the problem is not with the strategy itself. The problem is that there is no consistency, no risk management, no trading plan. And number three is lack of trade management. So this one is a real killer. Whether it comes from lack of time to monitor your positions or lack of discipline to follow your rules, poor trade management destroys accounts. From my own mentorship experience, I found that poor trade management stems from two things: riding a trade to full loss in the hope that it will come back to life. And the second one is an honest one. You may be a busy professional who doesn't have time to stay glued to the computer, and you miss your exit points entirely. So, trade management isn't just about having a plan, it's about having the time and discipline to execute the plan. Okay, and the final one is information overload. We are living in the information age. There is so much noise out there, hundreds of indicators: RSI, MACD, stochastic, Bollinger Bands. I mean, the list just goes on and on. So you've got so many indicators that you can make a decision. And when you finally do make a decision, you second guess yourself. One indicator said yes, the other one said no. So you know how it goes. So is there a solution to this? And actually, there is. The solution is eliminate the human. What I mean is remove human emotion from your trading decisions. Because here is what I discovered: the best trader is the one who follows their rules. No deviation, no just this one time exception. Just follow your rules 100% of the time. So I built my algorithmic trading platform Maya with these three core principles. Number one is rules based. Every single decision is predefined: entry criteria, exit criteria, risk amount. There is no opinion, just rules. Number two is emotionless. The system doesn't feel fear when the market drops. It doesn't feel greed when a trade is up 50%. It doesn't hesitate. It just executes based on the rules. And then the third one is consistency. So, same strategy every single time, same risk reward ratio, same analysis framework. And when you remove the variables from trading, you start getting predictable outcomes, which you can then measure. So, let me introduce you to Maya. What is Maya? Maya is a 100% rules based options trading system. Every decision, when to enter, which strikes to choose, when to take profit, when to cut a loss, is predetermined. No guessing, no gut feelings. Now, Maya trades one strategy and one strategy only: bull call spreads. These are also called vertical debit spreads, not to be confused with credit spreads, which are very popular. It's the simplest trading structure out there in the options world. Let me explain this simply because I know options can sound complicated at times. Let's say you think a stock is going up. Instead of just buying a call option, you buy a call and sell another call at a higher price. This creates your spread, quote unquote spread. Why do this? Well, there are many reasons, but here are the top three. So, number one reason is it shields you from options Greeks like time decay and implied volatility. And if you have traded naked options, you must know how these Greeks can destroy your account if you don't understand how they work. With spreads, you don't have to worry about the Greeks, as the long option and short option that you hold kind of cancel out all the Greeks. The number two is it defines your maximum risk upfront. You can never lose more than what you paid on any single trade. Although Maya never lets a loser go beyond even a 50% loss, but I'll come to that in a second. And then third core principle is it defines your maximum reward. So you are targeting to double your money, a 100% return on every winning trade. You can never make more than 100% on your trade, which actually makes it very easy for you to decide when to get out of a trade, because holding longer doesn't mean making more money. Okay, so you see this table on the side? I know, like, I can't hear you, but I'm just assuming that you can see that. So this table on the side, I've made some assumptions. A starting account value of $10,000, which grew this account to 40,000 in 9 trading cycles. Here's the beautiful part about this math. Even if I only win 50% of the time, just a coin flip, I'm still profitable because my winners are twice the size of my losers. In this example, around 9 trade cycles, each cycle lasting 30 days, has the potential of growing your account from 10K to 40K. Now, that's a massive return for a system which relies on flipping coins. But don't worry, Maya doesn't flip coins. Neither is its win rate 50%. It wins around 65 to 75% of the time, based on backtests and real life trading. Now you're probably wondering, how does Maya even find its trades? What is the secret sauce? So this is where Maya's real edge comes from. It's a two-stage top-down process. So stage one is market health check. So Maya doesn't force trades. This is critical. If the market conditions are not right, Maya sits on its hands and waits. First, it checks the trend for QQQ. QQQ, as you may know, is the NASDAQ 100 ETF, basically a proxy for the overall tech market. If the Qs are in a clear uptrend, it's a green light. If it's choppy or downtrending, Maya goes into preservation mode. Next, it checks the VIX, the fear index. If fear is too high, if volatility is spiking, Maya knows this isn't the time to be aggressive. It scales back. And finally, it checks market breadth indicators like McClellan oscillator, advanced decline line. These tell us, is this a healthy market where most stocks are participating, or is it just a few stocks holding up the fort? So only when all of these align does Maya move to stage two. Now, stage two is your trade entry. Maya looks for the perfect trade setup using multiple technical indicators. RSI tells us if a stock is oversold, meaning it got beaten down too much and is due for a bounce. MACD confirms the trend is turning bullish. Bollinger Bands show us volatility expansion, which means the stock is beginning to make that move. And finally, volume confirms that real money is flowing in. When all of these conditions line up, and I mean all of them, that's when Maya sends you an alert. So you get a text message and an email that says, Maya just entered XYZ trade. Buy the 100 call, sell the 105 call for a debit of $2.50 or $250. As you may know, with options, you have a 100x multiplier. Uh, you have all the information you need to place a trade. You can choose to use Maya's alerts to open trades from its 35 stock watch list, or you can use the trade scanner built into the website, which uses a more expansive list of around 200 stocks. Irrespective of how you open a trade, as soon as you log the trade into the system, Maya starts babysitting your trade for you. It wakes up every hour, monitoring your trades, and will notify you exactly when it's time to exit, whether it's time to book profits or cut your losses. Okay, so now it's time for some social proof. Um, we have hundreds of traders using Maya, and I asked a couple of users to send me their performance screenshots for this year. Do note that Maya went live in April, so this performance is not even one full year. The first trader shown here, his name is Tom. He's an advanced trader with a big account. His trades are big and so are his profits. So 28K in 2 months as shown here. I know looking at big profits makes everybody excited, but to level the playing field, I like to talk in percentage terms. The second trader shown in the next slide, which is right here, he is up 46% since June, as shown in this performance chart, which automatically shows up on the website as you keep entering your trades. In his case, note that S&P 500, which is our performance benchmark, has gone up only 12.6% since he joined. So although his account is small in his size, his percentage results are really impressive. I mean, he's even beating Maya big time. So that is what rules, discipline, and structure can do for your trading. Okay, so if this is something that interests you as an options trader, head over to tradewithmaya.com. We have two pricing plans. The Pro plan is the all inclusive plan, which comes with full access to the trade scanner, SMS alerts, and priority support for trade related questions. I answer all these questions myself. It also comes with tools built into the website which will make you a better trader. For example, Maya's engine will be able to point out trading mistakes to you, like if you're holding on to a trade longer than you should, or your risk is unevenly spread, or if there is an earnings or dividends event coming up. The standard plan, on the other hand, does give you unlimited trade alerts, but it doesn't come with priority support, SMS, or trade scanner. although all these are available as add-ons.
Yeah. So I always like to ask this question of you folks. Again, account size. Eh, Can $1,000 account handle this? Are there any kind of specifics around that make this better than not?
Okay. So yeah, that's a good question, and I get asked that question a lot. So Maya trades, it trades bull call spreads, as I mentioned earlier,
Yep.
and it trades two kinds of trades: a $1 wide spread and a $5 wide spread, and
Okay.
which means you can trade with as little as $50 per trade or $250 per trade. It's up to you, whichever you want to choose. You
Hmm.
don't need a huge account. Start small, build confidence, scale up. A $1,000 account, like you asked, can easily be used with Maya because you're taking only $50 trades,
Sure.
and each trade doubles your money. So although we have traders who have accounts in the millions too on our website, the
Hmm.
strategy works irrespective of account size. The only thing to keep in mind is that you need to keep your risk even across all trades. So this should be obvious to you that you shouldn't take your first 5 trades risking only $50 per trade
Hmm.
and they all become winners, and then suddenly you take your sixth trade, which is a $250 trade, and that one becomes a loser and wipes out the last 5.
Hmm.
So that keeping risk even across trades is very important. And in fact, the website Maya will actually spot this. If you start doing that, it will point out that you are making a trading mistake, and it will tell you exactly what's happening. Like your risk is uneven across your trades.
Okay.
So yeah, but you can trade with a $1,000 account.
I love it. And what would you say? How many positions do you have on at any one time? Would you say is it always just one, or is it several?
Oh, it's several. Yeah. So Maya can take you, Maya can take between, I would say, could take 5 to 15 trades per week.
Okay.
And if it finds that the market condition is not right, it becomes conservative and it could drop it down to 1 or 2 trades. And
Hmm.
sometimes it just sits on its hands and just does nothing. And what happens is, like, Maya will send you a daily morning announcement telling you what it is, quote unquote, thinking about the markets, how
Hmm.
it's assessing the markets, and what its trading plan for that day is. So if VIX spikes up or if QQQ drops 2%, it will tell you that, by the way, this is happening. So I don't plan to trade today.
Got it. So will Maya search the whole marketplace, or is it something that your users put together their own basket of stocks, and then
Okay.
that basket of stocks is what's being surveyed by Maya?
Okay, so the thing is, with options, so all of you options traders out there, you must know this, that stock selection is a very important part of options trading because you need liquidity. You don't want to get killed by bid and ask spreads. So it took me a long time. I've been trading for 15 years, option trading for a long time, to select the watch list from which I do my trading. These are high quality blue chip companies with millions of shares traded every day.
Sure.
So Maya trades only 35 highly liquid stocks,
Hmm.
and those are the stocks that have been back tested in the last 10 years. So the performance
Got
that
it.
you see on the website is from that, but it also has an expansive list of around 200 stocks. So if you go on the website, you run a trade scan,
Hmm.
you can find your own trades on the website. That scanner actually uses a list of 200 stocks, but these are all carefully selected stocks. And um, the way I do my own trading is I don't go out from this universe. It's
Hmm.
a hand-picked list of stocks that I use.
Got it. And just to be clear, you mentioned it, these 235-ish stocks. They're all stocks that have very good liquidity, especially around options and that sort of thing. Is that right?
Yes, and
Okay.
yeah, that's the only way to do options trading. You have to trade highly liquid stocks. You can't trade, like, some $10 stock or you know illiquid stock. You can do
Yep.
that. You will get killed.
I gotcha. Okay, let me put up a question from a viewer. Can you see
Yeah.
that, Nishant?
Let me see. Oh,
It should
does
be on your.
Maya?
Yep.
I see. Does Maya have one position open at a time? No. So I think I just answered that question, right?
Yep.
So Maya has, I would say, if you go on the website, actually, if you go on the website, you will
Mhm.
find a section called past performance, and it shows you all the trades. Everything is open and transparent for you. So all the trades that it has taken since April are out there. You can see how many trades it opens for a week. So I would imagine on an average 10 trades a week is what it does when market conditions are favorable. But you can see the entire past performance. All the trades are documented on the website.
Okay, got it. Ma, you have something? Sorry.
No, I just really like that you hand picked these, so it's already a nice blanket there, and great presentation, great product, and again, thanks Tradier because you make this possible, just bringing these partners to us. So thanks, it's been great. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, terrific. I have one more question before you go. Is that okay?
Go for it.
Yeah. You mentioned the time factor. Here's what I mean by that. In my opinion, every retail trader, this is a second job mostly, and they're doctor, lawyer, and accounting, whatever their job is, or maybe playing golf or going for a run or a walk. They don't want to be in front of the computer all day. So how long does it take each day to kind of interact with Maya and do the things you need to do to be really effective and hopefully successful?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. So, first of all, I mentioned that a bull call spread is the only strategy it uses. It's really simple to understand. So I would say as far as the time factor is concerned, it's almost none. Maya sends you trade alerts when it opens a trade. You don't need to stare at the charts all day or watch CNBC all the time. The system handles the scanning, which is finding trades, and monitoring, which is monitoring your existing trades so that when you need to get out, it does that for you. And when it's time to exit, you get another alert saying that it's time to get out. So since this is not day trading, there is no urgency to get in or out. If you miss a trade, wait for the next one. But trade alerts are usually valid for 1 or 2 days after the alert is sent. So, and you always have the option to run the trade scanner yourself, which will find trades for you if you miss a trade alert.
Okay. So yeah, that's good to know, I think. And you already talked a little bit about how often Maya trades, right? So
yeah.
Yep. Okay. Terrific. Well, Nishant, did I get your name right, by the way, your last name? I think I said it right this time.
Oh man, you nailed it this time.
Okay.
I like where he says this time.
Yeah, you messed up big. You messed up big last time. Yeah.
We had to do it. I got the word.
You messed up big, Lex.
I messed up that cut. No, Max cut me 3 times. I kept messing up, and it's spelled P-A-N-T. You'd think that'd be easy, right?
P-A-N-T is
bravo, Lex. Well done. You're doing great. Like nailing all the names.
Yeah, right. Nishant, thanks so much for coming on. And say your website again so people can find you. It's just you do it so I don't mess it up, please.
Okay. Tradewithmaya.com.
Tradewithmaya.com. Awesome. All right, everyone have a look at that. He's got a great promo going right now as well. Great job. Always love chatting with you and an awesome presentation. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.